Hello, my humans. So I'm making this video extremely late for me. It's 9:07 p.m. on Tuesday. Normally, I would do this video like much earlier, but every time I have gone to sit down and do it, something else has come up. So right now, I'm in my bathroom. Because my children are supposed to be asleep in the bedroom over there, but they keep randomly screaming. My son, that is, not my daughter. He will just keep randomly screaming. So in this spot, I can do this video, and hopefully you don't hear the crazy child screaming randomly every few minutes. So, this week on the blog, I am talking about habits that you can make that will help you to build up your internal strength and your confidence and your self-esteem. I have made a lot of mistakes in my life in general, but really, I'd say probably the mistakes that I talk about most have been made in like the last 10, 15-ish years. And as a result of those mistakes, I am passing along my learning so that you guys don't have to make the same mistakes. You can learn from what I did. Really, what I'm doing is a service to you. But seriously, these 10 habits that I talk about are ones that through trial and error have stuck with me and helped me the most. And I just really wanted to pass them on because they've really made a difference in my life. One of them, for instance, I talk about not sharing as much online, which is funny since I'm doing a video right now for my blog that is very much online. But previously, when I was younger, I would share everything on my Facebook status or Twitter or MySpace back in the day. Like if something was bothering me, if I was upset about something, if I had an opinion about something, it went online. You got to know about it. I started to dial that back because it was just and to begin with, it was just a bad look. Like, you don't need to put that all out there. Nobody cares. Maybe a select few members of my family or my close friends care, but that parent of somebody that I went to high school with really does not care that I am mad at so-and-so. So it took me a while, because that's a hard habit to break, but eventually I stopped doing that, and I think that me stopping that has actually built up my strength because, one, it presents better externally. To people on the outside, it looks like I have my shit together. On the inside, that might not be the case, but outside, people see more that I'm collected, that I'm calm, that I know what I'm doing, even if it's not the truth. I don't need to show people that I'm a hot mess. I can be a hot mess inside and present externally completely different. So it builds up my strength in that way. I'd say another big habit that I've done is healthy eating. Seriously, like I struggle with this all the time. I just don't like to eat bland food, I guess. I mean, I'm not like have to have spicy or hot or a ton of flavor. I just don't want to eat boring shit all the time. But that doesn't mean it has to be cookies and cake and ice cream and everything that's unhealthy. What I've noticed through the years, especially as I get into this advanced age that I am, when I go through periods where I don't pay attention to my nutrition and I just eat whatever I want, or I'm on vacation and I'm just eating in the restaurants a lot of the time, not only do I just feel bad physically, like my body, my energy level, my mental health starts to just plummet. It's bad. Like just a couple weeks ago, I was getting really snippy, like short temper, just mad at the drop of a hat, and I didn't really have a reason why. And I finally realized that I had been eating like crap for the past week. And once I dialed back on that and started getting more into the habit of going back and eating the healthy foods that are good for me, my mental health turned back into the positive, into the green. But that's a really hard thing. And it's especially hard, like even identifying the foods that work best for you depending on the day, or the time of day, I should say. I have always been a creamer in my coffee type of person. Always. It's like a battle my husband and I have always fought, is that I have said creamer is better, he has said it is not. He's always been wrong. Always, obviously. However, I've recently learned that if I do put creamer in my coffee, I crave sugary foods the whole rest of the day. Obviously, that's not good. If I take the creamer out and just drink my coffee black, I'm pretty sound for the rest of the day nutritionally. Like, I don't really crave tons of sugar. I don't just grab junk food. Doesn't mean it's better. If my husband's listening, it doesn't mean it's better. Obviously, I could still drink the creamer. It tastes better. It just doesn't sit well with my body. Anyway, there were 10 things, 10 different habits that I put in there. These are just 2 of them. So check them out. Like I said, this was done through trial and error. There were a ton of other habits that I tried to incorporate in my life, and they either did not work or I just stopped doing them because I didn't like them. And these ones are ones that I've continually gone back to, continually found to work, and that have benefited me in more than just one way. Like, maybe they have benefited my health, my emotional health, my internal strength, like all of the above. Maybe they benefited me, but they also benefited my family. So they're just kind of like multi-purpose. So read it, let me know your thoughts, and also please do let me know if there's any habits that you have that have worked for you, either by trial and error or just something new that you've come across, because I'm always on the hunt for ways to improve myself, always on the hunt for good habits to incorporate in my life and try out. So if you could let me know if you have any. Also, if you have not gotten my book yet, or the free workbook, please reach out to me and we'll figure out a way for you to get that. I'm really excited about it. I just love the way that it turned out. And I think it's really unique compared to different things that are out there on the market. So I would love to have it in the hands of as many children and adults and just people in general.